Hi, Cancers. Welcome to Auntie Tarot. Today we're going to do your love reading for December 2025, last month of the year already. This year flew by. So we're going to start out pulling these oracle cards to see what is your current energy in love for December 2025. All right. Perspective, better off. Happiness, clear headspace. This came out in the pre-shuffle as well. Mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Okay, so some of you may be having a new perspective, feeling like you're better off. Maybe spending some time alone, clearing your head, looking back at past mistakes. Okay, so for some reason, I feel like this reading is for Cancer singles or maybe newly separated. Bottom of the deck, apology. Page of Cups did come out in the pre-shuffle. Forgiveness, return, sorry. All right, so either a recent breakup or you're single and you're just reevaluating or taking inventory of the past or the most recent relationship. Some of you are thinking maybe you're better off and you're actually happy, or you felt like you were misunderstood. And your person may come back with an apology. Now, this is a general reading, so the roles could be reversed. Distracted, sidetrack, change, delays. Yeah, so there's a pause. There's some kind of a pause. Yeah, clarity, truth, intention. So that did come out in the pre-shuffle. As far as the tarot, I did get an Ace of Swords, commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. So I feel like you, Cancerian, are taking like inventory, reevaluating your life, your relationships, reflection, inner reflection, reflecting back on your past relationship, perhaps the most recent one, and clearing your head, bouncing back from that, feeling like you may be better off, thinking about what a mess it was. Maybe you play victim role a little bit. You felt you were misunderstood. In the last relationship, some of you may feel like it sidetracked you and delayed you, took you off track from your goals or your career plans or your life purpose goals, things like that. But now you're getting some clarity, just perspective in regards to that relationship, but just in general in your life, and looking for what you're looking for in a relationship, commitment, marriage. Now, these two cards may represent the other person because they're maybe reflecting too, and they're feeling bad about that. So they may return and apologize and ready to commit. All right, so these two cards are ambiguous. It could be, well, this isn't ambiguous. This is them. This could be you and them, meaning you're looking for a commitment, but they could be coming back and apologizing and ready to commit. So I don't think that applies. Rejection. All right, so I think those are the cards for the current energies. I wasn't expecting to get so many or pull so many, but they seem to resonate. All right, so now let's go with the tarot. Current energies or current message for the Cancer for their December love reading. What does Cancer need to know in regards to their love interests for December 2025, Spirit? Okay, Ace of Wands. New start. New start. Let's move these over here. Can we move it over here? Put it like this. Is this still in the frame? Yeah. So these are current energies And then we'll put the tarot starting over here. So new energies. Power of the deck, we have clarity. Yeah. See, there's clarity. You guys have clarity. High Priest, this came out in the pre-shuffle as well. This is you guys trusting your intuition. Something that may have been hidden may be coming to light. But you guys are definitely getting clarity. So there's a new ideas, new start, new passion. New passion. Maybe there's something new you guys are... It could be work. You guys may be more focused in regards to your work, because I have picked up, like, some of you may have felt like that last relationship or connection distracted you and kind of like sidetracked you, and now you're feeling like you may be better off and you may be focusing on you, yourself, your life, because you did like a whole reevaluation, taking inventory as to what you want. You got clarity, and some of you may be focusing on just a new career, or just a career in general. You know, putting your energy, focus, passion elsewhere. Temperance, healing, balance. It's at the top of the deck. Queen of Cups. So here you are. Here's your energy. So confirming is your reading. So a new start. Look. Yeah, this came out in the pre-shuffle as well, because your card did come. See, you're taking a step back. Looking at the whole big picture, you know, reviewing, looking at her cup. So this is you, Queen of Cups. This is your card, lots of emotion. You're like reevaluating, doing some inner reflection, introspection, looking at your cup. Cups represents emotion, right? Just looking at the whole thing. Now that you know, is hindsight is foresight, right? And you just have more clarity, and you realize all that may not be worth it, and you have a clear headspace right now. And you may be focusing on a new start for your work, for your career. Yeah, there was an ending. This came out in the pre-shuffle as well. So you guys are starting over after an ending of a connection. This was in the pre-shuffle. Manifesting something new. Three of Wands, yeah. Travel, expansion, broadening your horizon. Here's your card again, Chariot, movement. Some of you may be traveling for the holidays, or traveling for business or work, or just traveling in general. You may be moving on. I get a sense that you guys are just focusing on you, and realizing that you were sidetracked and you put too much energy into that last connection instead of, you know, on you. Because Cancerian, you know, when they love, they tend to wear their heart on their sleeve, or the saying goes, and you give all to the person. And now with hindsight, you realize you're better off without that and all that distraction, and you're pulling your energy back and focusing everything on you now. Your career, your life, what it is you want, your future moving forward. There's expansion, using your manifestation skills to manifest, moving forward for movement. And then there was that Temperance card for healing. The Chariot is also about balancing the black and the white, moving forward. Yeah, see, clarity. You guys are really clear of mind, clear of spirit. We have Ace of Swords here. We have clarity here. We have Queen of Swords here. So you guys are very clear. Like, clarity, strength. Yeah, you've overcome whatever it was that have held you back. Here's that Lion, taming the lion. Wow, very strong energy. The Empress came out a couple times in the pre-shuffle as well. That's that sovereign. I got that sovereign energy. There was Nine of Pentacles, single energy, very strong. Page of Pentacles, there may be a message coming in for you guys. You guys may have received a message or some kind of news. The Emperor. Here's the person. Oh, you may get a message from the person. Okay, that makes sense, right? Because it talked about them maybe possibly coming back, returning. So it does tie back. The tarot card does tie back to the oracle card. Energy returns, sorry. Page of Pentacles, there's a message. There may be an incoming message coming from the Emperor. They may be returning, asking for forgiveness, feeling bad, feeling sorry. Okay, so that makes sense, that match up. The Hermit, it could be a Virgo, or you guys have just been in isolation alone, and you guys shed some light on the situation. Four of Wands, here's that connection. Yeah, you guys got some clarity in regards to that connection. Clarity. The World, completion, ending. Yeah, you guys are moving on. New chapter. New chapter. You're ready to start anew. This was in the pre-shuffle as well. So there's new messages coming in. There's also travel, because this could also be travel. This Chariot is movement. This is expansion. So some of you Cancerian are moving, traveling, moving on. There's this forward movement. There's this newness. Ace of Wands. There's a newness energy. Three of Cups, celebration. Yeah, I get a sense that you Cancerian are like starting your life over, like a new chapter, which is the world, right? The world is you're closing, like closing one door, opening another door, new chapter. You've graduated. Maybe you graduated from college. Now you're going into the real world. You've left a job for the corporate world and starting your new business. Some kind of endings and beginnings. Starting a new chapter, new phase of life, moving on, celebrating, because this can also be celebration as well. Yeah, defending yourself, taking a stance for yourself. The Empress, here you are. Here's the Empress that came out in the pre-shuffle. This is that sovereign. Yeah, so you Cancerian, it looks like, even though this is a love reading, it looks like you Cancerian, for at least December 2025. Now, you know, time is, it's hard to predict, but around this time or beyond, or you know, the energy can shift with timeline, but you guys are in this phase where you've done some inner reflection and you're putting energy into you. Well, good for you, Cancerian. Self-love, focusing on yourself, your future, your life, your career, your business, being sovereign, being independent, feeling like you're better off on your own, like you can take care of yourself, making yourself happy, having a different perspective, which is good for Cancerian, right? Because Cancerians sometimes are known to be like needy, quote unquote needy or dependent, but it's like you've matured. You have some clarity. You're very clear. You know what your intention, your goals are. You're manifesting it. You're taking a look at your emotion. This is a very mature Cancerian. So the Cancerian collective that is watching this, you guys have grown. You've matured. You've, you know, experience have given you a tougher skin. You've reflected. There's no more victimhood or victim role. See, here's victim, lost soul. You've just decided to be strong. Where's the strength card? We have the strength card, right? Taking power into your own hand. And being sovereign. Taking a stance, celebrating your life. Yeah, here's the strength. Yeah. Taking your power, empowering yourself. Wow. The Hierophant. Learning, teaching. So you could be teaching. This is also commitment, so we may need clarity. I think you guys are committing to yourself because the Empress and the Hierophant. But You, it's kind of like you do you. There's fire energy, King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Page of Cups. Yeah, this came out in the pre-shuffle. Here's that apology. Interesting. Eight of Cups. Yep, you're walking away in search of something better, right? Because your soul wasn't satisfied, in search of turning your back. And yeah, you guys are moving forward. And Three of Pentacles, work. I think you Cancerian are focusing on work. Some of you may be nostalgic, or maybe looking back at your youth, remembering your dreams, what you wanted to be as a child. You know, I want to be this when I grow up. Reminiscing of what you had wanted, what you had dreamed of before life kind of, you know, distracted you. Yes. Choices, looking at your choices and options. Some of you may have gone through some stress. There's a fire energy here. Interesting. Let's clarify the Hierophant. I think this is you being committed to yourself, though, because it came right next to the Empress. There was another card I wanted to clarify. It was the Hierophant. Okay, I feel like this one. Yeah, Judgment. Wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. Okay, so you're hearing your calling. The High Priestess. The High Priestess again. She was underneath here. Where is she? Right here. The High Priestess. She came out before, and then I didn't take her, and I just saw her, and then now new deck she came. So this is trusting in your intuition, hearing a higher calling, maybe from your higher self, your guides, your angel, from your meditation, reflection. This is Six of Wands, victory, 4, movement. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, here it is again. Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands. Some kind of message is coming in quickly, victorious, or this could be travel. Okay, but I had wanted to clarify the higher. Okay, so the Hierophant, I said it was commitment to yourself. And this is wake-up call. So this is the calling. All right, so what I'm sensing for you Cancerians, you guys are starting a new fresh life. You guys have a different focus. Like I said, even though it's a love reading, your focus now is on you. It's like you're stronger than ever. You have more clarity than ever. You have insights. You have revelation, inner healing, inner insight, clarity, an aha moment, wake-up call, very crystal clear, and no more poor old me victim role. It's like you guys remade yourself, and you're stronger than ever, and you're just starting anew, closing one chapter, starting new, but not in a sad or depressed way. It's like you just empower yourself. It's very interesting energy for Cancer, because Cancer is known as a very emotional sign, right? But for some reason, this collective Cancer, I have picked up maturity, mature Cancerian collective. This reading is for, because you're able to detach from your emotions. And that comes with maturity, right? Groundedness, faith, inner strength. And you're able to detach and look at your emotion, look at your cups from an objective point of view, from a whole big picture point of view. Clarity. Look, she's surrounded by emotion, but someone who is able to master their emotion. The Empress. Being sovereign, coming into your own power, empowering yourself, being strong, taking a stance, celebrating who you are, and starting anew. Manifesting, like realizing, hey, this is my life. I can manifest and create whatever life it is that I want. There's no need to be victim role, feel sorry, because I have total control of my life. and I dictate what happens to me in my life, and I will create. It's like you guys are so clear, and maybe this hermit, this isolation or meditation or some alone time you've been spending with yourself has given you this clarity, Cancer. But this group of Cancer I'm tapping into is very clear. You guys are going to move forward victoriously, trusting in your intuition and being very clear, like crystal clear, no doubt. Like, should I, shouldn't I, or whatever. You're just, because you realize, it's like you realize looking back that you wasted so much time, like so much wasted time, energy, effort, tears, and it's a waste. And you realize in the big scheme of thing, or in your life purpose, this was a distraction, and it sidetracked you, and it delayed you from your ultimate goals, plans, calling, and you realize, hey, I need to get up, dust myself off, and keep moving and move forward. And that's why you're thinking you're better off, being happy, having this clear space, being at the beach, having clarity, surrounded by water, putting your emotions in check. Wow. So let's do, this is a very strong Cancerian energy I'm tapping into. So let's do final cards. What advice or message does the universe have for Cancerian at this time? Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Continue to, you do you. Spend time in nature, camping, hiking, clarity walks, meditation, whatever it is you guys have been doing. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy here. Wow. Beautiful reading, Cancerian. You guys are really strong. Very strong, sovereign, empowering, lots of clarity, onward, forward, newness, new start for you guys. Creative, passionate start. And you guys may be putting love in the back burner right now and just focusing on you, loving you, and maybe putting energy into traveling, expansion, business, career, money, work is what I'm getting. So I hope that was helpful and useful and insightful to you, Cancerian. I hope it resonated. If it did, please let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoy the reading. Wishing you all the best. Love and light to you, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye, Cancers.